Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to the investing channel. In today's video, I want to do a video on Iris. I'm not going to be jumping into the trade, but one of the people that have viewed my prior videos asked me to do a recap of Iris and if I thought it was good for long term. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together for him, and maybe some of you guys will enjoy watching it and kind of seeing the way I'm looking at things. Okay, so remember, this is not advice. This is just me taking a look at things as if when I look at any coin, these are some of the things that I look at, some of the things that I consider before making a decision. So if you guys are into crypto, my channel is all about investing. And so oftentimes what I'll do is I'll jump into trades. I'll share with you guys which one I jump into, at what price, and then at what profit I'm going to take out at. And then what I do is I do a video when it takes profit so that you know that I'm making money. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. But please first subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Smack the notification bell so that you're notified the next time my video comes out, and we will get started. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Just a second. Hold on, where to go? Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the gentleman that asked me a couple days ago. Sorry, it took me a little while to get back to him. The comments are coming in pretty fast now. So he just said, please, can you please do a comprehensive analysis of IRIS USDT for long-term basis, any potential? And he is from Pakistan. All right, well, thank you, Yusuf. So let me go ahead and let's go into IRIS. Here I am over on my TradingView account. I've selected Iris here, and you can kind of see kind of where things are at. So since September 1st, we had a big drop, and then it's just kind of meandering. It's just kind of moving horizontally across the page here. And then it came back up, did a big rise all the way up to roughly 32 cents. And then it dropped back down, and now it's over here. It's on around the 9 cent level. So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at CoinMarketCap. So if I'm looking at holding a coin for long term, this is one of the things that I do. I will come over here. Let me move my mug here. All right. So what I do is I come over here up in the top right corner of CoinMarketCap. I will do a search. I'll do Iris. I mean, I'm already on the page, but I'll just show you what I do. Go to Iris, and here it is. Now, when I invest and I hold for long term, I want to go with the top currencies for long term, because that's the currencies. Well, when I say currencies, the cryptos that most of the people are into. Okay. So right now, Iris is ranked 398. So what I do is I kind of separate my money out, and I think, how much am I going to invest for long term? And then I want to have some play money for trying to build my account faster. Okay. And so with Iris, just being that it's at the 398, for me, I would look at Iris as the ability to kind of use it for play, to jump in, hopefully try to get a quick profit on it, and then jump out, take my money and jump out. In the event of any of these other coins that have lower ranking, they could end up going bye-bye, or they could end up just kind of tanking. So I like to just jump in, get my money and jump out. And I don't invest all my money in one coin. I spread it out, okay? Because there's times where one single coin will just kind of linger and hover and stay low. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, maybe 6 months later, there's a catalyst that causes it to shoot up. So rather than sitting there and just watching my coin staying level and going, God, all these other coins are moving up, and I wish I had some more money to trade with, so I could take advantage of all these other coins, bouncing and moving up and down. Now I'm stuck on this one coin. So remember, guys, don't put all your money into one coin. Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. It's like gambling. If you go to the casino, you have a certain amount of play money that you're willing to lose and have fun with, because, I mean, making money with crypto is fun. You just got to build your account so that you're comfortable. And as you make more money, then you'll be willing to risk more money because your balance is so high, okay? So I'm going to scroll down here, and you can kind of take a look. I'm going to go to all here. We'll kind of do an analysis of it. So you can see here, in the analysis, it hasn't really been back up in this range since April. More likely, we are at I think the 9 cent range is what it's at. Yeah, 9 cents over here. You can see here, more likely, you would have a better shot at taking profit somewhere in the 11 cents maybe even up to the 10-cent mark. So I know it's only 9 cents and you're thinking, oh, I'm only making 2 cents on it. But, if you're putting decent money into it, you can probably pull out good money into it. It just depends on your budget. So let's go ahead and do a calculation on it here. So this is just for fun. I'm just using this real quick. Okay, we'll just do, what are we on, Iris? Okay, it's at 0.09. Let me double check it. Okay, 0.09. And let's say we just move it up to, we'll go up to 15 cents, somewhere in here, okay? So we'll go 0.15. And let's say I traditionally have been putting 1,000 in, so we'll do 1,000. So let me do 13,000 coins, 12,000 coins. Okay, so 12,000 coins. And here's what I would be if I bought 12,000 Iris coins today, and I bought it at, I spent $1,000, 1,080 in it. I bought in at 9 cents. I sold at 15 cents. My profit on that would be $720. So I'd make a 67% profit. But just because it's at 9 cents, and just because that's low, and 15 cents seems low, it doesn't mean that it's going to get there quick. Okay. I don't want you guys to think that cheaper coins you can move up faster. It's all relevant, big coins, little coins. Okay. You have to really look at the indicators. So let's go ahead and we'll look at the indicators again. Ichimoku Cloud. We are, let's see, let me see where we're at here. Hold on a second. Okay, we are, well, we shot down below the red cloud. So we were above, it was at 14 cents here just yesterday, and then it dropped. I remember talking about this. I sent a screenshot of this to a friend of mine that got me into crypto, and I showed him what we missed. So that one would have been a great one to be in front of. But right now it's down. It dropped over here. Look over here on the right side margin. It's down. It's down 21%. So don't assume it's going to automatically jump back up. But let's go take a look at the other indicators. Hold on. MACD. MACD, last indicator is showing that it's going to rise. So I'm hoping that it'll start to change. Even though it's down low, doesn't mean that these things can't start to turn around quickly. But the movement of them is slow, okay? Last night, a lot of these coins, if you watch my prior videos, were all green. There was, some reds sprinkled in there, but most of them were all green and things were pumping. Okay, let's see, multiple SMA. You can see here that the yellow line, which is good, has crossed the purple line. So my hope is that if this trajectory starts to move upward more at a higher, vertical angle, that this will start to move. And also my hope is that this purple line is a support line so that we're not going to be dropping down below that. But you never know. I don't have a crystal ball, guys. All I'm doing is I'm using the tools available to me. And then over here on my other indicator, let's take a look. Oops, where are we at? Let me turn it on. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. It took a moment for it to populate. So if you guys are new to my channel, go watch some of my other videos. Let me show you real quick how you can get to them. I think it's this one. Okay, so if you click on my username here on my logo, and you can come to this page where on my home page, you'll see I have some videos here. These are some of the ones that I recently did last night. You can go watch those if you want. And then if you click on videos, you'll have the full library of what I put together, okay? And you guys can go take a look at those. But let's go ahead, we'll analyze. So watch some of my prior videos. What happens more often than not, remember, more often than not, if it happens 9 times and one time it doesn't, and you've been profitable 9 times, then you're still at a 90% profit, okay? So in the whole grand scheme of things, you want to make your percentages higher. So more often than not, and now let's try to find some examples here. When these crack, these bases, these orange bases here, when it cracks it, when it drops down below it, it will usually come back up and meet that mark. It doesn't happen every time. but it happens more often than not. And sometimes it's quick, like here, it cracked, it came back up quickly. Here, it cracked, it came back up, within probably a couple days. Cracked here, came back up. Just a short little crack there and bounced right back up. It cracked here, came back up, cracked here, came back up. I'm gonna make t-shirts, guys. Let's see. This one had some upward movement, so we don't really have many cracks. Here, cracked, came back up. Oops, let's see. Cracked, came back up, cracked, went down 3 levels, came back up, cracked, came back up. Cracked, came back up. Cracked. And for those of you that are in Turkey, because I have quite a few people from Turkey that are watching my videos. Hi, guys. When I say cracked, it means it went down and then it came back up. It went back up to this level, okay? And then here, cracked right there, swung, and then went back up. So I know one of the guys had mentioned that he had a hard time understanding because his English wasn't that good. So I'm hoping he's understanding. Cracked. And then look what happened. December 5th. It's kind of like right now on some of these coins like BNX, it cracked and it went down. And you guys are like, oh, my money, I have no money. Half my money's gone. Be patient, people. Look, if you guys were, if this was BNX right now and you guys were way down here and you're thinking, oh my God, it's so far down. How's it ever going to get back? Give it time, because if you give it time, look at the history of it. It came back up. This one came back up on January 7th. It dropped on December 7th. So usually what happens is they will come back up within 30 days. Sometimes it's longer. We had a big drop in last May, and it took all the way to September. Okay. So as I say in my prior videos, start with a stack of money that you're comfortable with, that you're willing to lose. Okay. Don't hold me to this. This is not advice. This is what I do. I started with a stack of money. I jumped into trades. I worked it. I worked all these cracks and came back up. Okay. I waited for the crack, came back up. I looked at the other indicators. And then what I did is when I had a big crack, a long one, and I ran out of money, I'm in all these trades. Like, look here. This is my spreadsheet. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of that. Let's see. So I don't think I'm in there. So remember, December, let me show you here. December dropped. A lot of the coins dropped, took a big shit. And then they finally started to swing up around the 17th, the 20th, and they started to come back up. Okay. And then they dropped a little bit and then they came back up. So I held off and I started jumping back in around the 24th. Okay. And it was Christmas time. I was busy with other work. I don't do this full time, but I would like to. But I also invest in stocks and I invest in silver, tangible silver. Don't buy the paper silver. It's sold like 500 times over. So don't buy the paper silver. It's done that way. It's sold on paper because these guys are selling it 500 times over the one piece of silver, because they know if somebody comes to them and says, I want to take possession of my silver, then what they can do is they can quickly go out and buy some silver and then give it to them. But the majority of the people out there right now, because there is such craziness going on globally, and I'm going to do a video on that here shortly, that people are going out and buying the tangible silver, because at some point in time, these people that bought paper silver are going to come calling and they're going to go, I can't even see that. Okay. They're going to go, let me get that in there. There's a piece of paper. They're going to go, here's my receipt. I want my silver. And all these other people behind them are going, I want my silver. I want my silver. I want my silver. And they're going to go, we don't have your silver, because all the tangible silver, in the market is pretty much taken out. So if something major happens in the world and all these people come flooding to get their silver, these companies are not going to be able to give it to you. So you want to buy it. And the reason why they're selling it 500 times over is because they're keeping the price of silver low. I think it's around $25 an ounce. And the real price of silver, if we were under a gold standard, a precious metal standard for finances around the world, silver would probably be around $5,000 an ounce or more. So don't hold me to that. That's just kind of some of the reasoning why I went out and bought. So let me go back here. So these are the coins since the 24th that I've jumped into. I've got my coins. I put together a spreadsheet. I did a video on how to make this spreadsheet. Let me share with you guys it right now. If you go back to my videos tab here under my channel and you scroll down, it is this purple one right here. You guys can go and watch it and you guys can see, how to do it. So I share with you guys the layout, the formulas, the calculations, and you guys can put one together real quick for yourself. So make sure you guys are always keeping tabs of your charts. So as you can see, I've got the number of coins I bought. I've got the my entry point, my take profit point, how much I have initially invested, and what my profit is when I sell, and what my percentage of profit is here. So rather than you guys going out and hoping to get 2%, 3%, if you put $100 in, you're making $2, $3. I'm making 4, 11, 9, 10, 8, 7. Oftentimes I'm making more than that. Sometimes I'm jumping into coins that I'm holding for a little bit longer. I'm holding for those 30 days I'm holding for the large swing back, and then I'm getting 20%, 30%. But this is just since December 24th. Some of these are starting to clear. This one I'm holding a little bit longer. I'm waiting for it to do the full swing. I could come in here and sell, a little bit under 85 cents and still do a decent profit on it, but I'm holding because look, I'll make $334 off $1,000 investment, making 33%. These other ones I'm still in on. I'm just waiting for things to swing back around. There's something going on in the world right now. Protect your money. Only be willing to lose what you're willing to lose, and don't throw everything you have into crypto. There's bigger things in play with regards to the banking institutions, the governments all over the world. I'm going to put a video together on that for you guys. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you're still asleep. And I'll kind of try to help some of you guys see that what I'm talking about is going on for those of you that are asleep and not just poo-pooing what I'm saying, because you really need to wake up your eyes. So I don't know where things are going. There's been little movements and changes. Remember, the last 4 years has been crazy, but there's been little moments where I thought something as big is about to happen, and then I kind of hold off on my trading, and then things continue, and all the coins that I could have jumped into, I didn't take profit on, but you feel something is happening. Something in the background is happening. So I'll go into that without too much detail, but I'll share with you guys a few things just to contemplate. I'm going to plant a seed, let it marinate in you guys, and then you guys can deal with it as you want. So here's the ones that I'm in on. These are the ones I just did videos on, and then it tracks it. So what I do is I say, you know what, if I want to only invest $500, this is what I'm going to do. I put it together, and then what I want to do is I want to see this amount change right here. So if it's 1,000, if it's 1,350 coins equals roughly 1,000, I'll just minimize that. I'll go like 675, and you'll see over here it'll changes to 513. Then I know roughly, okay, I'll buy 675 coins when I jump in. Let me get rid of this. Let me go back to Iris, because I know I'm going down a rabbit hole, taking you guys in other directions. Okay, so for Iris, for me, we could get back up here. I mean, obviously we just did, just like 2 days ago. So there could be a swing and come back up. We could get back up to this level. I would think if anybody is if I was looking at Iris now, I would probably, if I did buy in right now, I would probably set my profit like at 11 cents. I probably wouldn't wait for it to come all the way back up here. It could, but it's a little more risky, and you might be waiting a little bit longer. This could end up dropping more. On some coins like BNX, it's dropping. It's hit all these different levels. So what I do is I wait for this crack. And then what I'll do is I'll start buying in a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And then as it swings back up, because remember, it drops and it comes back up, usually more often than not, then I start putting my little sell areas in here. I don't always do it in that formula. What I usually will do is I'll buy the crack and then I'll just pick my takeout profit and I'll go with that rather than setting so many multiple buys and sells. But you could do that. A lot of people do that. So that's it for this video for Iris. Remember, check your ranking. Oh, let me show you this. I know this is going to be a long one here. I'm going over to CoinMarketCap, cryptocurrencies right up here, ranking. And look, here's the top ones right now. Okay. So if you guys are looking for long-term, for me, I am only holding some, not all these coins, some of these coins that are in like the top 20. And let me show you why. So last year I did very well, but if I would have had, hindsight's 2020. If I would have had a crystal ball, I probably wouldn't have jumped into so many trades. I would have went out and I would have jumped into trade, lived my life, and then waited for them to go up. And let me show you why. If I go to over here, I go to let's see, archive.org, and then I take oops, let's see, where is it? If I go up here to this, grab the link, paste it in here, wait for it to load. So I'm going to go a year back. So right now it's January. I'm going to go back to January 2021, and I'll just pick a random day here. I'll pick a random time. So now I'm going to compare two screens here, okay? We're waiting for it to load, just a second. If you guys are finding any of this helpful, please give it a thumbs up right now. It helps YouTube know that I'm giving you helpful information and it helps my ranking. Okay, so let's go compare. Where are we? CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin right now, 40,900. A year ago, 34,500. Ethereum last year, a year ago, 1,270. Where is it at now? 3,000. Okay. Let's go to Solana, 136. Let's see where Solana is. It may not even be in here. No, it's not in the top 20. Okay, let's go pick another one. Cardano, ADA. I am invested in Cardano. ADA last year, 33 cents. Let's go look at it now. Cardano, $1.16. So it's up 3 times the amount. XRP, this is one of my main ones that I'm in on, XRP. XRP, from my understanding, is going to be a major player in the future, hopefully. It is going to have a system, a blockchain, which is going to be basically all the banks are going to be running and processing all their money through their network. Don't quote me on it, but that's what I'm hearing. So XRP right now, 73 cents. Let's see where it was last year, 28 cents a year ago. Okay. So what you can do is you can do that. Let's see what Polkadot is at. Right now it's at 23. I don't even know if it's in here. Do a Control F, poke. Nope, it's not in there. Okay, so what you can do is you can come in here and you can compare. You could always take these two browser tabs, line them up side by side, and just kind of quickly take a look and see which ones are the top ones. But let me show you one more thing here before I go. This is a chart that I put together. I just kind of put together some of the top coins. I kind of stacked them in here. And I just wanted to see which ones are kind of gapping up since August. And you can see the ones that have gapped, the ones that have moved, you know, have a strong upward trend. Don't worry about the price. Just look at the upward trend of it. They are all kind of coming down. So if you guys are getting nervous and you're thinking, oh, it's that coin, well, don't waste any more time on the coin. Set it aside, forget it, go look at other coins, okay? Go look at some of the other coins that I've jumped into. Go look at some of the other coins that are on my video recently to get a feel. and you guys make a decision. It's your money. Make a decision that works for you. Watch other people. This is not advice, but you have to be willing to wait. So I don't want you guys sending me messages and saying, oh man, you made me lose money. Remember, it drops and it comes back up, and you have to give it time. And it's more often than not that it swings back up, okay? But there are big things in play. Wait for my other video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be talking about just kind of things going on, and plant that seed, let it marinate in your head if you're still asleep. If you guys are waking up, you're getting something to eat, you're going about your day, you're going to school, you're going to work, you go out with your buddies, and you're like, hey, I don't see anything going on in the world. Well, then you're missing out. You're not watching the right stuff. You're not aware. And what you're seeing on your television is not a good indication as to what's going on in the world, because you're not being shown it. There's only a few groups that own all of the, you know what, in all the countries. So the messages that you're getting across your TVs is not what is 100% accurate. It's what they want you to see. I hope that makes sense. And if you, before you poo-poo it, you poo-pooers, some of you guys, wait for my video. Let me plant the seed and you guys marinate in it. It's just my opinion. And you probably come across other people that are like, something's happening, something's going on. It's never been like this in my entire life. So I'm not going to get into it too much, but I just want you guys to be aware, protect your money, don't overinvest what you're willing to lose. And at sometimes, you know what you need to do is you just need to sit back and not invest. And just like I did in December, I didn't do any other trades. I started here on the 24th. And look, it's not a lot of money, each one of these, but what happens is if you calculate it, if I calculate it, we are on the 7th of the month. So I'm roughly 13 days in from, the 24th of last month to now. And if all of these have taken profit, I'm up $1,349. Okay. And then what I do is I take that profit, I roll it back into something else. Or what I do is I go invest in a stock, or I go buy some more silver, or I set it in the bank. I started off with an initial nest egg of $300. I started doing trades. I started testing things out. I was using stop losses. I don't use stop losses anymore, because as I'm making money and I'm like, oh my God, I'm up $100 on this one. All of a sudden it drops, my stop loss gets triggered, and now I've lost all that money. And then what happens a couple days later? Comes back up. And for a lot of times I was like, man, what am I doing wrong here? And then I watched a video on another guy and he's like, don't do stop losses. And I had seen it prior and I thought, you know what? That's crazy. You should put a stop loss in, right? And then I remember one day I was frustrated and I stopped trading for like a month because I was so frustrated. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try it, because I've seen that I've been making mistakes. It's coming back up. And then what I did, as soon as I did that, the money started to flow. And instead of doing $100 per coin on a trade and waiting for 2% profit, I started to look for breaks. I started to teach myself, watch other videos. And before you know it, I was up to $1,000. And I was also getting up to $2,000 jumping on coins. And I was 98% of the time profitable. But what I did is I figured, you know what? I'm going to build slow. I'm going to go in at $500 or $1,000 increments, because I don't want all my money locked in. I want to spread it into stacks. Like I said, I want to spread it into stacks so I can, a 500 or a 500 investment, $1,000 investment. So it comes back up, a $500 investment, $1,000 investment, whatever it is. I'm doing these little ones so that I have extra money that I'm making off of my trades, that in the event that I have a long drop, I can put that first stack aside, mentally just check out, I put my selling points in. I just let it ride because a lot of times I'm sleeping at night and I wake up and I have taken profit over the night. So you always want to put in your entry point. As soon as you get your coins, as soon as you take trade on it, you put in your exit point. Put in your exit point right away, unless you're holding long term. And so what I do is I set that first stack aside. The second stack, what I do is I start trading with that. And then what I do is I come in here and I start buying with that second stack and I keep working. And as that first stack over here that I dealt with swings around and takes profit, then what I do is I'll jump into more trades. So I'm trading with the first stack up here. And then when I have a longer hold time, I'm using that second stack if I don't have any money from that first stack. And then I trade with that. And then ultimately things kind of all come back. I do lose sometimes, but normally more often than not, swings comes back up, okay? And that's it. Thanks guys for watching. I'm going to put together more videos. If you guys are in a trade right now and you want me to do an analysis of it, feel free to let me know and I will put that together for you guys if I can. Thanks guys for watching. And remember, please give it a thumbs up down below right there. And if you're not subscribed yet, please go over there, hit the subscribe button now, and then smack the bell. All right, guys, I'm going to go get some breakfast. Talk to you later. Bye.